Dondorian archers. Now, I would like to see what your range is. Can I see the range? Can I select? You know what? Let me grab that. Is there not a way that I can see the ranges? I haven't got any artillery. Right. What I can do is have the archers... Yeah, this is not the best place for me. Dondorian archers down here. Ready to shoot out. And hopefully they'll be in range. My Talapi archers likewise down here. Ready to shoot. And my Crotonians hidden in the trees. Ready to defend the throne. Be in defensive mode. I don't want you in defensive stance. I'll increase that if I need to. I want you to fire at will. I want you to be spread out. Okay. My range is almost the whole map due to our training. Oh, really? Does it show that in any way? Oh, good lord. What? That doesn't look right. That circle seems wrong. I think it's not going to tell me until I start the battle. Okay. Now that I've done that, can I select you and see your... There we go. So, yeah, your range is huge. And my Talapis range is even huger, which is great. Okay. Right, just engage as soon as they present themselves as a target. Oh, they're coming straight for us, okay. I approve. This is the benefit of training, I guess. Like you aim for them. Like you to aim for the... Well, honestly, we've already taken one out. Alright, they're engaging properly. I would actually like you to be more arranged like that, please. Wow, are they... What on earth are they doing? Oh, they're... I thought they were breaking already. I was like, really? After so little? 30 left. I don't know where they're going, but they're not gonna get there anytime fast. Oh, they're going for a charge? No? No, they're not. They're just getting slaughtered. Pause. Like, you start aiming at these. So, reorganize. Actually, reorganize back here. And I want you to double time it. This group are going to be ready to... I want you to double time it. I want you to try and draw them out if you can. If they charge you, I want you to relocate very aggressively. But I want them to go for you if I can make that happen. They are repositioning. I mean, if they're going to keep moving like this, we will win. They've already sustained enormous losses. They haven't even actually engaged yet. Yeah, that group is pretty much gone. Right, they're going for a charge. Swipe to the side. Move fast. Go, go, go. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Very nicely done. That is going to demoralize them because they're charging basically nowhere. But this does now mean we need to reorganize my troops. Dondorians also need to reorganize. Spread out. I want a nice firing line here. Double time. Are they going to be closer to my throne, which is not great, because that is not where we want them to be. They're actually they're just heading off into the ether right now. Right, they burnt a lot of morale doing that. Or at least usually that's what it seems like happens when they do something like that. I guess it doesn't look like it here. They're still at 15.5. 16.6. You've got a decent... Well, actually, you've not got the best morale. Right, I want my Talapis archers to maneuver into this position. They're going to barely be able to see the enemy through the trees, though, which is a problem. So I kind of want to maneuver you out into the open, really. Can I get the Talapis down here? You're going to have to move fast in order to make use of this time, but... I don't want them to move up towards my Kryptonians. If I can force them into another engagement and have them miss again, it would be ideal. That's a little bit too close. Let's pull back a bit. My archers are unlikely to be able to see them right now. Where are they headed? I do not know. But the other group is now completely gone. More or less. Let's get the Dondorians down here as well. Though I don't... Well, no. I kind of want them around here, facing into this area. But if they attack my throne, we're in trouble. So what I want to do is encourage them to leave that area and expose themselves to a larger attack group. Dondorians, no more double timing, but I do want you over here. Go through the forest in this direction. Let's move back. Hey, Salvatal! Interesting time for a raid there. Whilst we're raiding ourselves. Did we lose someone? We did lose someone. They must have attacked us from over here. Or, no, we probably got shot by the Dondorans. We were in the line of fire, I guess. I'm afraid that I need to focus on the fight right now, Raiders, but I will pay you the attention you deserve in a moment. Well done there, Gearsworth. With the robes. Appreciate it. Might we be able to get some shots in here? Okay, they are repositioning quickly. What I don't want is for them to attack my Talapis, because they will not handle that fight very well. But they may be exposed enough for the Talapis to get a couple of hits in. Some blood. Now moving up. Let's continue marching through. What? No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. That's the problem with that. I need you over here right now. As fast as your tiny Talapis legs will take you. Damn it. We got caught off guard because I had on double speed. That's my bad. But that will have drawn them out. No. Keep going. Get over here. Over there. I'm afraid we've lost some of them, and there's just nothing I can do about that. Get you down there now. I allow them to get too close. Some of the Talapis may be able to withdraw and rearrange themselves over in this direction. And if they can do that, then we are going to be able to do some really serious damage. Let's have a look at you. Down to 41. Out of 50, though. So, and I don't even think everyone showed up. I think there was a good amount of people who didn't. Now, the thing with the mercenaries is I've already paid for their contract. So, I don't really need to worry about them making it out of this fight. I just need to win. That's the only thing I need from this. Is to win this fight. Now, unfortunately, they are ranged attackers. Yeah, their number is dwindling, sadly. Can any more of you peel away from that fight? Yeah, a couple more can peel away. Still got 4 of you locked in battle, but are you actually winning that fight at all? Because they're not doing as well. They've lost 2 people. Well done. Well done. Our archers are putting up a pretty amazing fight against, you know, a straggling few that got cut off from the rest. Managed to actually take out 2 of them. Okay, pause. They're going for another charge. Relocate. And do it quickly. That'll do. They get involved, then my Kryptonians are going to attack from the rear. They're going to go for the Telapis again. They might be heading that way. In which case, Telapis, draw back. I want them to have to cross a bit of open ground to get to you. Or are they going for the throne room now? Because I'm not okay with that. Can you engage? Might be able to. If they engage the throne from this angle, that is going to cause... They will have to fight and attack from my ranged units in that case. Okay, they're going... They're taking the bait. They're going for my Kryptonians. Draw back. Trajectory blocked by betraying. That's fine. Can you get some good shots on them? Let's find out. The problem, we've got the 2 most capable squads that I have are just archers. But I'm not adverse to just charging them into their side, drawing them into a fight, and then having my Kryptonians, who are much better trained, just slamming into their flank. Right, shield wall. And charge. I mean, that works too. Are you actually attacking from that range? And they're not attacking you? Or they might actually already be attacking my my throne. I'm not sure if that's what's happening. I've never actually seen that happen, so I wouldn't know what it would look like. I think the Telapis are engaging from over here. They should be vulnerable to attack. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're getting hit. They lost 2 units there. They're scatter. Wow, they're scattering. Is their morale being hit? Oh, they're engaging the Dondorians. See, the thing with the Dondorians... Right, okay. Dondorians, I want you to charge into them now. Oh, they might not have enough morale to do it anymore. Hmm. No, they don't. Okay. Just... They also don't have a direct way of dealing with this. They are going for my Kryptonians. I could draw the Kryptonians back. Again, that might allow me to avoid the brunt of that attack. They're giving chase, which is fine. A decent amount of their army is currently arrayed down here, just being attacked. They're hemorrhaging units. Let's get the archers up here. They should have a bit of a better ability to aim. Can the Dondorian mercenaries still attack? I think they can from that distance. They're down about 20 units. And the walls, dabblings. Oh, woman the walls. Woman the walls, that sounds... Alright, we need you over here to try and stop them from attacking the throne. Because otherwise, that is exactly what they will do. Don't know if that's what they're about to do. It feels like that is what they might be doing. And again, I've not seen how dealing with the throne works, unfortunately. So I don't know what it looks like when they're... Oh, are they attacking it there? I think they might be. Right, charge into them. Just go. Engage. Go. And then my Kryptonians can do the same. Charge. Get in there. Alright, they've collapsed on my Kryptonians now, and they are starting to break. Morale takes an enormous hit if they get charged from a flank. So I needed my Dondorians, even though they're just archers, to kind of nail them down in a certain direction, so their facing was a certain direction, so that when my Kryptonians charged, although they were a weaker force, they'd be charging into their side, which would deal enormous shock damage to their morale. I think we did just win that, though. This is not like Mountain Blade, where I can just say, okay, I think we've won, charge the enemy, and then just see if your units scatter to the winds, chasing down individual fleeing enemies or not. But I've been playing a lot of that, again, recently in my downtime as well. I think that's it, though. I think we have won. I do believe. Oh yeah, victory is ours. We used the money to win a war. Feels bad, but the battle was lost and hope gone when the night sky was lit. It was the gilded chariots of the Astari that had come down from the mountain of Darai to save their creation. Arthuri leading the vanguard himself with his Lightbringer. Okay. Victory! The gods have smiled upon your name. Victory is ours, and our foe has been beaten. 712 leather armors, because that's literally all they had. I don't think that... Oh, we've managed to take 39 Talapis prisoners of war. Okay? You can send them on home, I guess. And the rest of my army continue on to the destination, which should... Yeah, now all it's got is the 25 Kryptonians. Oh, well, 25 Talapis here. We could assault, and we are going to assault straight away. There we go. We've won the war against the city. And now we can take a moment to check out chat. Thank you so much, Sal, for the raid. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Let's get you a shout out. If anyone isn't already familiar with Salford Sal, then please make yourself familiar with the button that should be at the top of chat in just a second there. What were you playing today, Sal? Sal is a seasoned veteran with games like this, being a particularly good source of content / tutorialization of Dwarf Fortress. If any of you watching right now have ever wanted to get into Dwarf Fortress but felt a little bit intimidated, then Sal is a encyclopedic source of knowledge on the game, and you absolutely need to check out her content. You were playing Timberborn today. Oh, wonderful. How are you getting along with that game? As for our new area that we've just claimed, I could sack it, in which case I'd get a couple of prisoners sent back. I could raise it, literally, take out every man, woman, and child in here. And then beyond that, I'd be able to decide if I'm going to install a puppet regime, abandon the settlement to its fate, occupy the settlement. We are going to go for mercy, though. I'm going to take no spoils of war. The citizenry will be treated fairly. They are going to be designated non-combatants, and we are going to occupy this region. And as a direct result, we now gain access to new people, but we do lose one of our trading partners. Much sadness. The next thing we're going to do, though, is I'm going to say goodbye to them. We don't need the Dondoran mercenaries anymore. Goodbye to you. We paid about 14k, or, well, no, actually, I think we got them for about 8k. And then we paid an extra 4k for 1 day's worth of work. How many of them were there left at the end? Let me just have a quick look at that. They lost 6 of their number as a consequence of that. We lost a good number of Telapis. We lost about, actually about the same amount, about 6 of their number as well. We lost, I want to say, none of the Cretonians. Cretonians did amazingly well. Their melee training is fantastic, and their combat experience, raw combat experience, is now really good too. Okay, Dondorians, you can go. Thank you very much for your help. No longer needed. Install a puppet thing, specifically a cursed ventriloquist dummy. No. Why would I inflict that upon us, my lord? But yeah, Salford Sal is so named because of Salford. Right. Now, with our new area, there is 98% support and extreme loyalty. I wonder why, when there's literally an occupying army there. However, we need to sort this place out quickly because they are not in the best way. I need cash to be able to do that, though, so we're going to need to quickly set up some outreach. We are currently trading with you. I would like to trade with you. You don't need very much to be able to do that, so I'm just going to pay you the money. There we are. And I would also like to trade with you. Now, you want a lot more, so I'm going to pay with resources here. We will pay with animals, livestock. There you go. Yeah, trade is gotten. And now following that, I am promptly going to trade away a lot of my livestock. Well, we've got a lot of livestock, actually. In exchange for just a flat lump of cash. I will accept that straight away because the cash will pretty much get you immediately. Though on that note, that does tell me that I'm not trading out the animals fast enough. Wow. Yeah, we don't need that many. Reduce this. Go ahead and sell as soon as you've got more than 143 items in stock. That's only 5% of my total storage capacity, but do it. Right, now with that cash in our bank, we can go in here, we can start building this place up. So the first thing we're going to do, going to build this. We can't go to the next one because we need a lot more population. That's a bit of a shame. We will then get growth as well. We can't upgrade that one either. We want sanitation. And that is going to start... There we go. We've now got immediately, just with those 3 base levels, we are going to be all the way up to 1.32k, which means that we can get the second level as soon as our population naturally gets up to that. However, before we go there, I could increase the amount of workforce we have by a lot by just going for a nursery. I could get a school, I can get a physician, which would give us build points, health global across all of my realms. If you have enough physicians at a high enough level, you don't need to build wells in new settlements, which means that you've got their workforce for other things. And that's where things start helping out. So, like, for example, a builder's guild. Build that in a place which has got enough natural population where you can get a very big realm without having to sacrifice anything. And then your other settlements will have just natural free building points. And that's kind of how you deal with the smaller settlements. You need a group of larger settlements to be able to work with them. At this point, I can immediately start taking some materials. I could get gems sent over, like 15 gems a day. I could get 20 meat, 20 leather, and 2.5 livestock a day straight away. I could get wood coming through. This would send over 100 wood a day. I've got grain. I'd get 270 grain or 180 cotton, which would mean that I would be able to get rid of some of my cotton farms. We've already got onks over there right now, and that would probably keep those. But vegetables, herbs, we've got lots of things that we're going to be able to do. She's currently haunted Scottish cottage, Sal. No hauntings, just spiders. I mean, have you checked that the spiders aren't haunted? Maybe they're ghost spiders. Maybe they exist with one of their 8 legs in several different planes. To get just global workforce increase, if I wanted to. Well, how many build points do I currently have? I've only got 5. Grading to this will take just population, that's fine. Grading to this will take workforce, 12 of. Grading to this one would take workforce, 4 of. We're going to be able to get to that fairly easily. I could just start bringing in some things. The gems would be particularly nice because I need them for building stuff myself, but I could then just sell them. And gems carry quite a nice price. I could have the woodcutters bringing wood in, like that's 100 wood per day. And these values are daily. If I have a look at my current production here per day, I only produce 84 wood a day here for 25 people. I'd be able to reallocate that workforce and still have the wood coming in. Talking of spooky, I'm really enjoying the Pacific Drive vids, Aavak. I'm really glad about that, Elron and Cats. Thank you. It on paper, like, it's not doing well for the channel in terms of just the raw views and stuff like that, but I have a lot of people who are watching it are commenting that they're enjoying it, which does help. It does very much help in terms of comments, because then that drives further engagement, gets it in front of more eyes, so on and so forth. But yeah. Mooney Rooney says, does this mean when you grow larger and larger, you stop building farms in your capital and mostly focus the pop on more important jobs like ironworks? That is, in fact, what you do, but in our case, it wouldn't be ironworks, it would be breweries. And possibly ironworks, but yes, yeah. Effectively, you transition from a what is it called, an agricultural focused economy to a refining and service economy. So right now we've got a lot of fields and a lot of pastures. At least 1 or 2 of them are cotton, I thought. Maybe I was wrong about that. No, we've got a cotton farm over here. And this currently produces 43 per day. If I were to have this region do it for me instead, so if I popped in there and had a look at how much this would cost, that would cost me 3 build points, of which I've got 5. That would immediately, the base level, produce 180 for me per day, which would then be refined into other things. So I could then divert my my workforce onto different stuff. If I built an opiate farm here, even though this is not a great opiate place, it would still produce 15 opiates a day. Herbs would produce 60. Grain would produce 270. The leather is not amazing, but you can further upgrade these. These are actually relatively cheap to build. I could have that and the cotton farm and be bringing in a lot. The onks is not amazing. The woodcutters, that costs a lot for me to set up. That would take all 5 build points for me to do. But if I have a look at the grain farms that we've got. So this grain farm, let's have a look at this one. This is currently producing yearly 83. Whereas this grain farm produces yearly 164. For 21 farmers. Whereas if I got this region to do it for us instead, That would produce 270, and I'd still have build points to spare. Now, part of this is because the species isn't ideal for this. If we made sure that we got more Crotonians, then they would get better bonuses. I kept looking at this game, thinking about it. It looks so interesting. It really is a fantastic game, Jack's Territy. I would offer a strong recommendation for this game for anyone who enjoys games like Dwarf Fortress. Or like Total War, that sort of stuff. Maybe not Total War, because I think half the people who play that play it for the kind of grand strategy elements, whereas the other half play it for the battles. But the battles aren't quite there, but it's definitely a solid choice if you enjoy kind of large scale, kind of city building / empire managing games. Yeah, green arrow good, red arrow bad, pretty much. But not always. You shouldn't always not choose a red arrow. Sometimes, if that's just the thing you want, then go for it. Like, for example, the Balti crawlers here, that's not great. But a part of the reason why it's so not great is that I don't have a good Garthemi population. If I decided to just kill everyone here but the Garthemis and really focus on Garthemis alone, then they would do very good with the Balti crawlers because they get a species bonus on it. So you've got to kind of tailor the areas for what you want them to be doing for you. Like here, I'm getting a species bonus of 0.99 because I've got enough Crotonians here to balance it. How do you build certain populations? By making it more attractive for them to live there, or by getting rid of anyone who isn't them. So you have these options here. I can exile people, forbid this species from immigrating, and send off any citizens to neighbouring regions where they're still welcome. This would remove the Crotonian loyalty here and the targets. You can prosecute, so prosecuting the species severely diminishes growth and decreases happiness. And then you've got massacre, commit genocide and instantly rid yourself of this species. That's obviously the most extreme version of it. But these effectively, they allow you to get rid of a species that's there in a very brute force way. But there are other ways as well, like you can just make it a more attractive place for certain species by increasing the loyalty of specific species over others. Building the humidifier, for example, will greatly diminish the attractiveness of this place in terms of its loyalty, and that affects immigration and population growth for everyone but the Garthemis. If you go for a nursery, that will increase... actually, no, that one doesn't. But there are certain things that will increase loyalty with certain people in different amounts. So you can kind of tailor it a little bit. Yeah, you can, if you want to, you can absolutely go a single species. And in some ways, it's a lot easier to manage a single species. I'm specifically going for a very diverse settlement here. We've got pretty much everyone but the Garthemis, honestly, because they're not very good at any particular task. So, for example, we've got humans here, and they are prioritizing more administrative tasks because they have natural bonuses in there. We've got Crotonians, we've got quite a lot of them, and they are focusing on agricultural pursuits because they just are naturally good at that, and they find a lot of satisfaction in doing that sort of work. The Talapis are here, and they're doing woodworking and more lumberjacking and ranching, because again, that's what they get the most fulfillment out of, and they're also very good at it. We've got Dondorians here, and they are very focused on industry. Again, it's the thing that they enjoy doing. So you can kind of maximize a population for the jobs that they're doing, or you can maximize a population for their ease of satisfying. And what I mean by that is, like, most species prefer to be the majority in a settlement. They prefer the nobility to be of their species. They don't really like religious conflict, and each species has different religious leanings. Some of them are very kind of monolithic in their beliefs. They have a single religion which they worship almost exclusively, and others are much more spread out, but they're spread out in different ratios, and having a lot of people who believe different things in close proximity can lead to tensions and that sort of thing. Is there a decent tutorial on the game or videos on YouTube of learning the game properly? There are a lot of videos of people. There's a lot of content creators. I don't think there's a very strong tutorial in the game, but there's a lot of resources out there to learn the game. Yeah, definitely. And in fact, if you wanted to play along with this city, this is kind of me learning the game, so it's sort of a... Some of the stuff is educated guesses from me. Some of it I know from previous playthroughs. Some of it I don't know anymore because things have been tweaked since the last time I played. But the series on Aavak After Hours, which is the VODs of this city, are me learning the game. So if you are looking for an experience of learning alongside someone who is kind of diving into the numbers because they're trying to learn how those numbers pertain to certain things, then that series might be for you. If you're looking for much more of a tailored, guided tutorial where someone is speaking about a very specific topic and they're doing it in kind of bite-sized parts, then there's lots of places online that you'll be able to find those resources, absolutely. They're definitely out there, though my series is not that. Right, okay, so with all of that said and done, we're obviously going to be growing this settlement a lot. That will happen. But one thing I would like to do right now is start getting something brought back to us. In terms of the leather and meat, let me see what my current pastures are doing. Yeah, these pastures are doing very, very well. Turn them on to auto-employ, but I don't think we want to go for the Aurochs. I think we want to go for farms and not for ranching. Not yet. The Aurochs are a good choice because this is a good place and it's actually getting quite a lot of bonuses. But, well, that being said, it's just 2, so I could have that and something else, so I might do that. In terms of upgrading it, though, we could dramatically upgrade it for just a couple of build points, which we will be getting. And a little bit of money, but you can get some staggering amounts of meat and leather and stuff being brought over. So we'll take that, and I will grab one other thing. I might grab the cotton farm. I am somewhat tempted to grab the cotton farm. Also, getting the nursery to have extra workforce would be quite useful. But I think for now, just letting this place grow is good enough. We will take the cotton farm then, I think. Because the gem mine is... Well, actually, let me just double check that. We do need gems for a couple of things, but what's the best deal that I can get on exporting gems? I mean, it's a lot of money. Considering I'll be being sent 15 of them per day, there are 16 days in a year, but because the kind of day-night cycle isn't really attached to day and night in the game, it's you know, a little bit more wibbly-wobbly. But I would be able to start giving gems out to my citizens as a resource for them to just, you know, decorate their homes with and otherwise improve their morale. But I'd be able to get some real big cash out of this. If I just sold it straight away whenever I had it, that's a regular influx of cash. Now, the problem with that is gradually it'll affect the price, and the price will go down. But even at the lowest end, that's still a good bit of cash every single day. If I freed up my population for something else, though, like, I'm not really freeing up the workforce from one of my Auroch pastures right now. I'm just going to be adding that in. But that's fine because I kind of want more leather to be able to make more leather armor. That I could then sell. Getting rid of the cotton farm over here is only going to free up 10 workers, but it's going to bring in a lot more cotton. Like a lot more cotton. That is something I'm currently importing occasionally to top up the amount. And then that's being turned into fabric and then into clothes. And clothes I could sell for a decent chunk. And is also something that my populace actively needs, as well as my army for that matter. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with the cotton for now. We're gonna start small. We're not gonna go too hard, but eventually we definitely want to go for gems here. Because it's a rare resource to have gems be available. We can get to that in a bit. Whereas freeing up the production would be quite nice right now. So presently, this is how much we're being sent as tax, and I can increase that as well. I can demand more. Like I can push the taxes up further. I don't think there's much reason to right now. I think having the tax rate fairly low is fine. How much would we get for a level 2? Currently it would increase it by another 180 for just 3 more build points. Yeah, that's going to be quite nice. Alright, that's good enough for now. Well, now we just want to let that place grow. And with that, how long until the next harvest? The next harvest is actually a while away, so we're going to shut this down. There we go. Alright, you're all free of that job. I am going to recall one of the military groups, and I'm going to leave the other one out there to maintain order for a little bit. Let's go to our soldiers. I would like to pull back the Talapis. Let's recall them. There we go. There we are. So I'm going to just leave an army just with our group of Cretonians over here, just to keep the peace while this place stabilizes itself. I really don't need that much. Like, I don't need the tax. I would prefer to have the greater population growth over here. Notice how quickly the population is growing there compared to how it was growing over here, which is basically not, effectively. We have got 3 build points. Oh! Ah, yes, because as your population gets bigger, you do generate more build points. This is based on I think the total amount of people there as well. Build points are used to construct buildings in a region. City Hall +5, species times 1.2. I think Dondorians are doing a lot of that. So we could, at this point, get something going down here as well. Either that... I'm not going to get to the 1.2 I need to grow this further. And I won't get the workforce I need there. So, might be worth me just getting something going, like herbs or opiates. Again, 15 opiates a day. That sounds like not much. The herbs, they don't sound like a lot. But they do help because I'm currently having to import this just flat out. And they are expensive. Like, the best price for importing the opiates is 154. The best price for importing the herbs is 42. Granted, I'm kind of stockpiling those in much larger numbers, but let's have a quick look at how much we're trying to stockpile. We're currently trying to keep it at about 586. 758 of the herbs. Let's see how fast we're using them. So this is the only place that's using herbs presently, and that's to make rations. And it's using 16.8 a day, along with 67 bread to produce 50 rations. Rations are actually pretty solid because they stay good for a long time. I'm going to need to start selling the bread. Oh, we are good. Because we are over capacity on bread. How much do I use the opiates? Now, they get used in my hospital. Consumed this year, 118, so that's less than, a good bit less than 10 a day. So yeah, sure, if we start importing opiates, I could start selling them. The excess, anyway. Like above 500, I could sell them instead. I think that makes sense. I'll continue to import the herbs. But opiates it is. There we go. Oh, we're actually getting 19 a day as well. That's not bad at all. Okay, things are starting to look very nice. We'd need more build points to upgrade that further, but I'm not going to be focusing on that for now. Hello, chat and Aavak. Good morning. Have we just gone to war? We've just claimed the territory. And also, Sir Alisol, thank you very much for 77 months. Conquer the world, conquer the world, conquer the world. I mean, it doesn't have quite as good of a ring to it as Slaughter the World, does it? No, and it also doesn't fit into the song either as well. Maybe. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. Your village will burn like the heart of the sun. With infinite glee, it'll be me who conquers the world. I mean, it still works, to be fair. It does still work. But I don't know. Slaughter the world, conquer the world. I guess it depends on where you are on the lawful chaotic. I mean, they're definitely the evil category, but, you know, conquer the world is more lawful evil, whereas slaughter the world is more chaotic evil. Holy blast from the past. I haven't heard that in like a decade. Yeah, no, that's like internet history right there. Good internet history. Right, okay, we're going to just let time pass for a little bit whilst these places get established. I might actually be able to bring... I don't know. Let's have a quick look at how quickly their happiness drops the moment I bring this force back. So let's go here, because that's within my territory. And then we'll see what happens to the overall feelings in this territory when that happens. The sentiment. Yeah, we suddenly lose Garthemi and Amevius loyalty, but overall, the loyalty is okay. Given that, then, I'm going to say that that we can recall the rest of our army as well. Recall them. We will leave the Imperial Tea Dragoons as just a army camp, but there's not going to be anyone there. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. Liking it a lot, in fact. We've got a good amount of food available. Got quite a lot of prisoners. Let's have a look. What's going on here? We've got a murder there. More vandalisms and thefts. But I maintain that we've seen a marked decline in flashings. And I can only feel that this is good. Let's go check the prison. See how they're all set up. Oh, you're going to be killed in the arena. Yeah, quite a few of you are going to be sent over to the gladiatorial pits for the entertainment of the populace. Bread and circuses. Literally. Like the gladiatorial pits right next to the bakery. Served fresh bread while you watch your bloody circuses. My goodness. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was a good attack, I think. And that has opened up an extra trading partner for us as well. Now, given that, I would like to sell opiates. If we have more than... Let's see. Current stock, more than, let's say... How much are we losing of this? We lose 6% a year. Well, let's not hold too much. Let's go to 269, and then we're going to stop importing it altogether. No longer needed, so that can go to nothing now. There we are. That is a free import slot now. Did we ever catch the murderer? No. Jake the Invincible actually was invincible. Eluded our guards and killed a bunch more Talapis and then decided that his great work was done and left. Scallywag. Alright, we want some more guards though. I have decided we want a new guard post down here. A reasonable size. As I feel that this area should be guarded. I kind of want one over here as well. But we're going to have a reasonable sized guard post down here. Because I feel that we're going to have a lot of Amavians living here. So something about there. But yes, we're very sad that Jake the Invincible managed to get away. Pull this road back, no need for it now. The fact that we are actually selling bread because we've got too much is greatly amusing to me. Also, we're no longer going to need to import any... well, actually, I guess... What I'll do is I will have this there, it's just I'm not going to import any. Current warehouse stock, never import. The reason why I want it there is because this will mean I've got a dedicated place they'll drop off the tithe. And I like to control where that's going. And I think that makes sense. You've got meat, leather, and livestock. I don't have places for those, though, sadly. Yeah, I'm really starting to feel that we need to grow this area out properly. I mean, they will just take it elsewhere. They'll usually just drop her in front of the throne in that case, which is not really where I want it to go, though. I guess we could build some more across here. For now, though, I'm going to change this to meat. Just never import. Herb, we definitely want to bring in. The fish, we are catching ourselves. So, leather. And livestock, sure. We do need to make sure we've got fruit, grain, and veggies. So that means that we don't need many more of these. Hold left click. There we are. I would like one of these right here. And this one will be set... well, actually, I'll pop them down here. This one will be set up to bring in... rock and stone. But I want to set up the market area. That I would love to have a proper decorated trade district with walls and guards and stuff. You did indeed hear rock and stone. What I was thinking was wood and stone, but yeah. Also, you're never that far away from dwarfy shenanigans when it comes to me. So just gonna have to put up with that one, I'm afraid. All right, there we are. Okay. Now, with our army back, the chance of attack is still fairly high, unfortunately. I'm thinking that it may be worth our while expanding out our military force. Now, with that in mind, would you say it would be better for us to have another archer squad or a larger... So should I grow Iffin's Immorals or Rose Thorns or add a third squad to the mix? I can definitely afford to do it now. You don't rock and stone, you ain't going home. Okay, chat. I realize that this is not the most dapper of behavior, okay? But I have a confession to make. I am that Helldivers 2 player who, whilst the flag is being erected on the mission, will salute the flag. And if someone isn't saluting the flag, I will shoot them. I will first aim my gun at them and fire a warning shot. If they don't respond by saluting the flag of Super Earth and proving their democracy, I will consider them a hostile invader and will field execute them. We ain't got no time for sneaky automaton Terminator doubles. I can't trust someone to have my back if they haven't got if they don't love liberty enough to salute the flag. I would grow a morals maybe up to 100 if possible. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that as well. The only problem is I don't have enough metal armor for them, but I can definitely expand the group. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's grow them by 20 to start with. That's going to put a big strain on my Warhammers, but I think we've got enough. It will definitely put a strain on my metal armors. But let's do it. Let's take them up to 70. Removes the chill tag from stream. That's why I don't stream Helldivers 2. You gotta have a bit of fun with that game though. It is so tongue-in-cheek. My lord. What was that, Darkfire Phoenix? Do you know why we fight them? They're bugs because they produce oil. Isn't it? They produce. The bugs are farmed on the reserves for element 710 or something like that, which is literally, if you reverse it, it's oil in numbers or something crazy like that. I'm pretty certain that the in-game lore is that the bugs produce are farmed to produce element 710. Alright. The Emperor of Nashta. It's nice to see a Talapi despot in the neighborhood. Name is Jan Below of X of Talanashta. Welcome, here's a housewarming gift. Use it wisely. See, this is really tempting to take. However, what I'm not going to do is take it. I'm going to decline it. Because as much as this will... I hope this changes, because this kind of goes against how I would... regard the social exchange. If you accept a gift, the other person's you drop in standing with the other person. Like, they think less of you if you accept a handout. Whereas if you decline the handout, they think more of you. So I'm going to decline that offer because I just don't need it. And I would much rather farm the standing, I guess. But with that done, we now need to increase our storage because I've changed the way that we're doing this. We now need 560 Warhammers and 280 metal armors. So, Warhammers, we need a bit more than that. 560 is what we need. So let's increase this to... Oh, well, we will bring 500... Oh, we can only hold 512. Damn. I'm going to need to make that bigger then. Ah, poop. Hadn't considered that. No. Maybe I'll keep it at 490 then. Yeah, just for now. 490, and the metal armors, yeah, they'll grab 512. Don't need that much, so we're going to drop it to... Well, you know what? Honestly, it probably isn't that bad that I fill it up. I think we're going to let them all fill completely. There's no reason not to right now. I could... play around with that, but I think it's easier just to keep it like so. And whilst our recruits are training, I would also like the Talapi to increase their number as well. We've easily got the leather armor for this. So we're going to take them up to 72. And also going to increase their archery training a bit more. So they've got more accuracy and range. The training that we've got on them gave them ridiculous range. It was glorious. Really liked it. Satisfactory plus Helldivers crossover would make a lot of sense to me in the same way that Satisfactory crossover with, what was it called? The Cycle made a lot of sense to me. It's got the same kind of tongue-in-cheekness about them.